any percent, that can absolutely change. It looks like we have the sound fixed. Alright, we have the sound fixed. Excellent. So, now I can actually pretend to commentate again. So, Arius finishing up the external climb on Kawanger stage, and now he's inside the tower, having a bit of a difficulty with the turret, but he's able to get in just fine. And into the Kawanger door he goes. Bro, right behind him on his heels, into the Kawanger door he goes. And we are neck and neck with each other, as we talked about before we realized that there was a sound issue. Both of our runners are extremely close together on PBs. Arius with a 36.41 PB, and Bro with a 36.49 PB, so we expect our runners to be close together for this entire race. Not only that, but they even have similar sum of bests. Arius has a 34.49, and Bro with a 35 flat. Both of them are extremely close together. And so, moving on, they're able to take down Kawanger. Next stage for them is going to be the Chameleon stage, and spectating their runs prior to this race, both of them do actually go after the armor, if I remember correctly. So there's not going to be much of a differentiation in regards to safety strats as well. So we are going to get a neck-and-neck run for the majority of these races. And it will really see which one of these takes their first deviation, if they're both going to stick to what got them here, or if anybody's going to deviate from their original strat. RT55J now for both of our runners. 18 boomerangs and 5 dash shots will take out this robot. Arius gets his 18 shots in, now moving for the dash shots, and the robot's dead for Arius. He's going to be able to pick up the armor now. Bro, just behind him. One more, and that'll do it. He actually does the dash shots first. And now moving through the cave. The cave is much less scary when you don't have to deal with RT55J being an inconsiderate neighbor, jumping and dashing around in the upstairs apartment like a freaking robot that doesn't care about anything. There's no rocks falling, with the exception of the 4 bouldermen, but nobody really cares about the bouldermen. They don't even get to show their face on the stream. Bye guys, see you later. And into the swamp we go for both of our runners. Next up is going to be the Chameleon fight. They both do pick up the extra life, so they'll have a little bit of a safety there. And Chameleon is really the first boss where our runners are going to use the boss weakness that they have acquired from Kawanger. They're going to be using the boomerang cutter, and for the rest of this run, there really will be no Buster-only fights unless major mistakes have happened. Each boss will be being fought with his weakness now, so that makes the run somewhat less scary, but you still have to execute as well. Getting the armor does not justify the time. It's about a 45-second time loss. It is purely for safety only. Arius finishing the fight. And just like what we talked about before, these runners are separated by 10 seconds after 4 stages. Storm Eagle will be next. And if I remember correctly, both of these runners also pick up the E-Tank in Storm Eagle stage, so not only is the time going to be similar, but the safety strats that they're going to be using is also similar. Arius first to get to this section. He kills the gunvolt. That causes a little bit of lag, but it actually increases the fight just a little bit. Oh, he misses a dash there. Now you're going to see BroedgeMan, he's not going to go for the gunvolt kill. So Arius is going to pick up about a 19 frame advantage on that section. But Bro is able to get really good platforms, and so he's going to be able to make up that time very nicely as they move into the Eagle fight. This is going to be really what's going to make a difference for our runners, as Eagle can be a very, very heavy RNG-based fight. So we'll watch to see how that affects our runners and to see if we have a lead change due to RNG at the end of this fight. Alright, so far so good, but it looks like Arius is going to suffer dive casualties. He actually misses one there. Bro has not gotten any dives yet, but he's going to get them now. So they're both going to get about similar dive sets. One more hit for Arius, one more hit for Bro, and Bro got the better Eagle fight, and he's going to be able to pick up some much needed time for himself. 13-12 versus a 13-13. This is a 1 second race, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on, and this is where we're going to see our first route differentiation. Arius is going to head to Mammoth, whereas Bro is going to head to Mandrill. So until the two of them catch back up, we will not really know how far away they are from each other. So just commentating on the match, the Mandrill stage is a much higher execution phase, whereas not so much for the Mammoth fight or Mammoth stage at all. You just kind of dash through, kill a couple of enemies, but for the most part you dodge everything. Going through the Mandrill section is a much more grimacing area. You do have a mini boss that you have to deal with, so the section is much more complicated, and especially when Thunder Slimer is not playing nice. He doesn't seem to share his toys at all. He's given X lots of problems, but one more tornado, and there it is. Arius moving on to the Mammoth fight now. And Bro is heading to the Heart Hallway. We should see him pick up the Mandrill Heart here. There's the tornado to kill the turtle. He's switching to boomerangs, and he is going to get the heart. And Mammoth is dead for Arius, so he'll be able to continue on to his next Mavericks time, which don't pay too much attention to the Maverick splits here because the stages are very much different, and Mammoth stage is a much quicker stage to get through. So Arius will be going to Mandrill stage now, and Bro will actually not be doing Mammoth stage until his final 8 Mavs. So their final 8 Mav split will when we are able to know how far away these runners are. Now you're going to see Arius do tornado strats as well, and the tornado strats are actually a very consistent strategy. You do have to wait a little bit for the tornado to catch up to Mega Man's speed, but they do one-hit kill everything in the room, so no reason to worry about the Hatarians or the Flamingos because they will be taken out. And now a very good Thunder Slimer for Arius. He didn't have to worry about tornadoing too much. He was able to use the boomerangs and the Sea Sting, which is the weakness for Thunder Slimer. And now he goes to the Heart Hallway as well. And let's see if he picks up the heart. I do believe he's going to pick up the heart as well. He only has one boomerang left though, so he's got to really make this shot count. And he gets it just fine. Arius moving on to the Mandrill fight, and Bro moving through the minecart section. Very nicely done there. And he gets onto the second minecart, and he's just gonna zip himself along. And now he's got his boomerangs out again. He's gonna be going for the Dillo heart. And those will be, this should be for Bro the last safety he gets. They have gotten 2 hearts and an E-tank. Arius still has not gotten his Dillo heart yet because he has not gotten to the Dillo section. But he takes down Mandrill very nicely. And now on to the next RNG dependent fight, which is going to be Dillo. And Dillo can be a really pain in the butt for a lot of people, but Bro is going to get a very nice pattern. Taking him out with the E-Sparks. He doesn't have any armor to hide behind. He doesn't have any shields to hide behind, and that is a dead armadillo. Bro now with 2 Mavericks left to go. Arius also has 2 Mavericks left to go, but he has... So they're still roughly neck and neck. Neither of them went for the Phantom Grab on the Dillo E-Tank, so that is worth noting. You don't have the half frame time loss there. And now on to Octopus stage for Bro. And this boss fight can also be heavily dependent, but the RNG dependency on this boss fight is actually cut down. Get it? Cut down. Bro will be using Boomerang Cutter to disconnect the tentacles from Octopus, so he will not have to worry too much about the Octopus swirlies. There is a chance in between the 3 Boomerang Cutters that he uses that Octo could do a whirlpool at that point, but so we'll see if that happens. That would be very unfortunate. Now we get to the Dillo fight for Arius, and we're going to see what type of RNG he gets from Dillo. He gets... oh, he's not getting a good pattern. About 2 seconds worth of rolls, so that is going to be time that Bro is going to be able to gain for himself. And Arius takes out the armadillo, and now we have Bro going into the Octo fight, and let's see. Oh, it doesn't look like he's going to be cutting his arms off this time. This is going to be his first real deviation from his original route. Oh, there comes the Boomerang Cutters. He's going to mash his arms down, and now he starts the normal fight. So, no swirlies for him. His strat was effective, and Octopus is now dead. So they are both now on their final 8 map stage, although Mammoth is a much shorter stage than the Octopus stage. So we will see at the end of both of their stages who is in the lead as they go into the Sigma Fortresses. Arius having a bit of a trouble due to RNG on the first of 3 mini-boss fights in this area, as he dashes his way through to the second fight. And this one is going to be much cleaner for him. He takes it out no problem, and now he moves on to the Utoboros fight. You see Bro on the right screen acquiring the health drop there so he can work on filling up his E-tanks. And Arius spawning the Utoboros. And now killing the Utoboros. And the 2 of them are going to roughly enter their respective boss fights at near the same time. It looks like it's all going to be dependent on the fight, but it looks like Arius is going to have about a 10-second advantage going into Sigma stages. He goes in. And it does not look like he's going to be using the boomerang cutter strat. So he's just going to spam down these rolling shields as quickly as he can. And one more hit. 20-43 8 maps time for Arius. Bro finishing off his final 8 maps fight. This is a pretty straightforward fight. You're able to get the double hits on the tornadoes. One more hit. 21-55 8 maps time for Bro. They are separated by approximately 12 seconds. Entering the Sigma stages. We expected this to be a close race. It has so far lived up to its hype. And now they're back together again. Just like we've always wanted. So now what you're gonna see our runners doing is they're going to actually be taking as they pass through the stage, they're going to be taking on damage from certain enemies. The reason for that is the next Vile fight is coming up, and in order for him to in order for us to execute his phase discrepancy, you have to be at 6 health or lower. Arius is now there, so he's going to be able to dash to the first section of the cutscene skip, which is simply avoiding the floor. He's able to do that nicely, getting through the door. Bro, skipping the floor, he does it as well. And now the next section of the Vile cutscene skip, all you gotta do is shoot a rolling shield. Done like a boss. And just get captured. This could be very sketchy. And well done by Arius. Well done by Bro. Still neck and neck. And it's going to be, for the rest of this run, it's going to really determine their skill set on the bosses, their movements through the hallways. That sounds like every speedrun. But more importantly here, this is match 1 of this great race. Arius gets stunned. And they both roughly take out Vile at the same time. We'll watch for their explosion time. 23-14 versus a 23-15. The runners are a second apart from each other. Next fight is the Kawanger fight. They're gonna get their newfound weapon from Zero, and now they need to dash their way through, going up to the turret climb. And now they're going to be able to C-sting their way through almost every portion of the fight. And entering the Kawanger fight, BroedgeMan hot on Arius's heels. This is the first fight where you really have the weakness, as opposed to you don't have Kawanger's weakness in the first fight, but you do have it in the revisits. And Bro actually takes the lead. Arius had a very, very bad Kawanger pattern, and Bro takes a 1-second lead. Maybe a 2-second lead, actually, as they go into the spider sequence. And Arius is going to be able to get a big health drop. Bro does not have the full health advantage that Arius does have. They both appear to be charging up. Alright. And now, reading the spider patterns is very important. Neither one of them can afford to miss a shot. Arius is doing a very unique pattern. He's taking the spiders out with his own charge shot rather than trying to dodge them. But on the other screen, Bro is getting really good RNG pattern from Spider so far. I think this is his first actual Spider hatchling fight. And one more hit, and Spider is dead. Spider gives Bro a very big advantage. Arius has 2 more hits left. One more hit left for Arius now. Oh, he didn't switch to ice. Is he out of ice? Arius finishes off the fight nicely. And now Bro going to the Penguin fight. He now has a significant lead, his first major lead of the game. And bringing out the fire waves, everybody's favorite weapon. Show us in chat how much you love the weapon. Fire wave. Penguin taking his time. He does get a slide. He gets a second slide. Oh, he gets one more slide. That's unfortunate because he only had 1 health left to deal. And now, one slide for Arius. Let's see if they get the same pattern. Oh, Arius getting a second slide. That's a third slide. That's a fourth slide for Arius. This is not going his way. That's a fifth slide, and now Penguin is finally dead, but Bro extends his lead to a full hallway over Arius. And oh, you gotta be very careful if you choose to fight on the right side. But very well done there by Bro. He didn't get any dives from Eagle, and that could be very significant. If Arius even gets one dive, he's going to gain so much time from it. So Arius starts his boss fight, and it looks like Arius immediately getting dives. This is very, very bad. Now, Bro immediately with a blue eye, a second blue eye. Arius is going to take the fight out nicely, but all of the RNG for these last few moments has gone in favor of Bro, and he has taken advantage. He now has a full Rang to Fight lead. On his way to the D-Rex stage now, Arius finishing up Rangda. He gets a blue eye. He really needed that blue eye. He does get a green eye, but a blue eye immediately follows. He's got to be very careful of his health, though. He can't take any more body shots. Extremely cautious nose there. And now Bro on his way to the Rangda section. Oh no, 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 no. Bro misses Dillo skip. This is going to be very crucial in the run. If Arius can nail Dillo skip, Arius will take the lead. And Dillo immediately makes up for all of the bad RNG that Arius has had in his run. And now we'll see, halfway through, he's got 2 more hits, 1 more hit, and Dillo is now dead. If Arius can get Dillo skip here, it will be much closer together, and Arius executes it perfectly. So Bro is still going to have an advantage, but it is much less than what it was. Oh. And actually, Arius gets to the Chameleon door first. So now Arius back to a 1 second advantage. Bro is actually going to be doing a modified rodeo here, also known as the Doppler effect for some of us, but Arius with the kill, and now Bro with the kill. So Arius keeps his 1 second advantage. Moving on to the Mandrill fight now. Mandrill fight can troll our runners with a couple of Mike Tyson punches that would really swing this fight. At this point, every single RNG moment in this game is a crucial moment. And Arius does get a Mike Tyson punch. That's going to be unfortunate for him. The Mike Tyson punch that Bro got did not really matter because he was still able to get the damage off on him. Arius does, however, take him out. Mandrill is dead on Bro's screen as well. This is still a 1 second advantage for Arius. Moving on to the Octo fight. We know that Bro does go for the chops of Octo's arms. Arius does not go for the chops of Octo's arms. So let's see if Arius gets any tornadoes. That would be a major, major disadvantage for Arius here. And it doesn't look like Bro is actually going to be cutting the arms off either. And Bro is actually going to get the tornado, but he's going to mash his way out of it. Okay, but that tornado gives Arius a much higher advantage. It's roughly a 7 second advantage now for Arius. Moving on to the Mammoth fight. And Arius is going to skip the health and ammo at the top. And Bro is not going to skip the health. He also picks up the ammo. You can jump over the ammo, but it is a very, very difficult jump to make. So Arius moving on to the elephant fight, and the elephant has given him some bad times. He gets a couple of jumps there that he really didn't want. And now Bro, he's doing his best against the elephant here. And that's a dead elephant. Entering the D-Rex fight, the door was touched at 33:20 for Arius. And the door is roughly going to be touched at 33:28 for Bro. They're separated by 8 seconds. Very nicely executed fight by Arius so far. He's only got 1 hit left, and D-Rex is now dead. So Bro, he's got to finish the fight now. He's getting a couple of electric sparks. The electric sparks aren't exactly important, but he's going to have to use his E-Tank now to avoid death on the fight. Which was a good thing he did because he would have been chomped there. And now Arius takes a very good lead into the final stage of Game 1. Three boss fights remain. Velgarder for Arius. And basically, just dashing and dodging is the way to go here. And Velgarder is now dead. It looks like Bro is actually going to stop and farm a little bit of health so that he has a safety available. Arius went right past it. He knows his health tank is full. And now on to the Jedi fight. This is a very timing fight. You got to get yourself into a good rhythm. It looks like Arius is choosing to actually stay on the wall. He baited a downfall right there. You see him baiting the downfall. So he's staying in the top corner this entire fight. Oh, he actually does fall there. That was an intended fall. And Velgarder is dead for Bro. Very good. No health lost. That is exactly what you want to have happen. You don't want to lose any health before the Sigma fight. Both of these runners have 20 health to their name. One more shot left for Arius, and Jedi Sigma is now dead. At this point, it takes 16 shots to kill Velgarder Sigma from the rolling shields. A very well executed fight for Bro as well. And Arius onto his climb. He doesn't get any troll claws there, so he gets up immediately. And now, Jedi Sigma is dead, so now it comes down to execution for both of our runners. Arius does have about a 15-second advantage. Can he hold that advantage here? He's got 3 hits left, 2 hits left, 1 hit left, and that is a new personal best for Arius with a 36:12 total time. He increases his time by 27 seconds. GG for Arius. And now Bro finishing strong. We expected this race to be close to the end, and it has been so far. Bro now, he is moving as quickly as he can. He's got 3 hits left. He takes a shot there. 1 more hit to go. That is a 36:41 for Bro, a new personal best by 8 seconds. Both runners completing their PBs, both runners finishing their runs and establishing a new personal best. All the way. What a great race for both of our runners. GG to both of our runners, and what a difference. What a difference the Dillo skip made for Bro. That really was the moment in the run where Arias was able to take back his advantage. Arias had from Spider all the way up to Rangda just poor RNG time and time again. He was able to stick true to his route. He was able to stick true to his heart. He had an opening. Bro left him an opening on the Dillo skip, and he was able to take it and run away with it. Both of them PB'd. Arias with a 36, according to his splits, it's a 36:15, but the true time was a 36:12. 36:41 for Bro, and we are getting race number 2 set up. Let's see where these runners can come in with this next race. We expect another close one. 5-minute break, maybe less than that, probably like 30 seconds, and we'll be back. In that race, both runners definitely at their top of their games. One thing to also keep in mind is that both of the runners actually posted several gold splits in that run. Bro was able to improve his sum of best by 2 seconds, and Arias was able to improve his sum of best by 9 seconds. Really, really interested to see this second race. Really looking forward to it. Get your hypes out, get your fire waves out. We're going to be starting this very, very soon. And both of our runners are ready to go, and they are off. Game 2 of this best of 3 series. Arias with a 1-0 lead after his victory in Game 1, and moving through the intro stage. You see on the left screen, Bro actually took a very similar bonk that he took in the intro stage, but he's going to pick up the health drop, so he has full health again. And Arias, no problems on the gun volts. Bro didn't have too many problems either. And now on to the Bs. Both runners get, a triple bonk taken there by Bro, but that's not going to affect him too much as he only took 3 damage from the combined combination of the turret. And so now he's going to, actually he takes a triple bonk there as well, but he actually had enough health to deal with it. He did pick up a small health drop from the walkers. And he's going to pick up another small little health drop, which isn't going to make too much of a difference. It does give him the ability to make any small mistakes. So health drop, nice to have. Gives him the ability to make some errors. Not that he wants to make errors, but as you see right there, if he didn't have that health drop, he would have definitely died there. Arias gets past the final car and now on his way to the ship. And final car has been passed by Bro as well, so he is moving on to the ship. Both of our runners got trolled pretty hard in the intro stage to start with, and Bro has to be very careful here, and he takes it out very nicely. Had to make a nice car dodge. Vile actually trolled both of our runners. He went all the way to the moon before he came back to pick up X. It doesn't look like he's going to have that issue this time. 210. So our runners are separated by 7 seconds at the end of the intro stage, which is very close to what the differential was last run. And now moving on to Penguin stage. It is nice to see Penguin stage, especially at this time of the year, 11 days away from Christmas, and we immediately get to think about the joys of Christmas time. We get to think about how much we look forward to the season. It's snowing, white Christmas, Christmas trees, and then we do unfortunately have a stupid bird at the end. So an unfortunate bonk there, but he's going to be able to pick up health. And now moving to the inner cave section. Neither of our runners actually went for any of the slope jumps last time. They do a couple of modified slope jumps to get to the second ledge. You saw it right there by Arias. Bro does a very similar style jump pattern. And then we go on to the dash boots. Oh, Bro actually missed it again. He missed the same jump last run, but he makes a nice recovery. And now he's going to be able to get his dash boots as well. And once they get the dash boots, they're going to be able to exit the cave. And then more reminders of Christmas as he's dashing through the cave in a one-horse open robot. Over the flamingos he goes, dashing all the way. We don't have any bells or bobtails, that's unfortunately. But we do get to work on killing our birds a little bit. And getting snowballs thrown at us. Arius able to take out the snow turrets, and he enters the penguin fight. And Bro enters the penguin fight as well. So now we get our very first RNG fight of the day. Penguin and Arius is actually getting very good RNG until right when I started talking about RNG. Go figure. Both get a snow sculpture. And more jumps for both of our runners. Sequence slides right there. And, ooh, Bro unfortunately gets one more slide. Arius got a double slide there. And one more hit, and Penguin is dead for Arius. Bro, he's got one more hit, and that is done. So Bro actually is able to bring a little bit of time back, thanks to some favorable RNG for his area. 5:25 split time for Arius, and it's going to be roughly a 5:30 split time for Bro. They're separated by 5 seconds, neck and neck, just like what they were last race. Moving on to the Coanger stage. And up the vertical section that they go, to the horizontal section, and then right back to the vertical section, where they will surely get to another vertical section, and then they'll finally be able to go sideways. That is the gist of this level. Very patient on the turtle skip for Bro. Arius has already reached the elevator. And now Bro with the elevator as well. He's going to take some damage boost there from the wall. And Arius makes it to the ladder yadder section. Waiting for the third ladder yadder to come back down. And now makes it to the final portion, and now to the inside tower climb, which, as you guessed it, is vertical. Woohoo! Takes a damage boost there, and that damage boost is actually necessary to despawn a little bit of lag. Now, Bro, on his way to the turret climb, he takes out the wall turret just fine. He is able to get to the ladder before the bullet hits him. Very nicely done there. Bro, Arius unfortunately not able to get the initial dance, but he's able to get the backup dance very well. Now here we go. Ooh, broke out of the dance early there. That's unfortunate. But, oh, and Bro gets grabbed on his dance attempt, and he gets grabbed again. And Bro is gonna lose a life to Coanger. That's not exactly like the end-all being. It was at the very beginning of the fight, so it's only going to be a cost of about 10 seconds. That's 10 seconds he really didn't want to lose, especially when he's already behind Arius. He is able to get the secondary dance though, but he loses it early. Takes a hit. Takes another hit. Oh, and he's getting some troll teleports now. But he's at the health where Coanger won't teleport on top of him, so he is safe as long as he stands still. And that is a dead beetle. Very nicely done. Keeping his poise, getting it taken care of. And now Arius, he's on his way to the RT55J fight. And Boomerang Cutter's out. 18-5. The best way for you to know how many boomerang cutters that you fire, as long as you hit every single one of them, RT55J will begin smoking on the 11th boomerang cutter. Bro is going to have a different smoke sequence. Oh, he actually dashes off the ledge there, but he does get back up because he does the buster. He does the busters first. And now switching to boomerangs. The Arius goes through the cave. Much easier cave section to go through with the robot dead. And RT55J is dead for Bro as well. He's going to be able to get the armor, and the armor is a very nice thing to have as it reduces damage taken by 50%. Arius actually picks up a small ammo drop there, so he's going to have a little bit of ability to make a couple of mistakes on Chameleon Fight. Though Arius generally does not make mistakes on the Chameleon Fight. It is a simple back and forth fight pattern. You're going to see Bro picking up the extra life there, which is something that he probably looks forward to getting since he did lose a life to Kawanger in an unfortunate manner. He also decides to pick up the mech to do a simple dash jump, and into the door he goes. We're going to look at split times here. 10:55 for Arius, and we'll see where Bro finishes his area. Onward to the Eagle stage for Arius. Bro is able to start a nice fight sequence right there. Oh, Bro actually has one less boomerang than normal. That could be not a good thing. And he's gonna be getting teleports. Oh, so he needs one more dash lemon. He misses the dash lemon. One more health left. And oh, an early chameleon that time. And he finishes them off with ice. Very well done there. Arius now picking up the E-Tank. And oh, he almost fell. Nice. Oh, he did fall. Oh, this is going to really, really hurt, as Arius's advantage is stemmed heavily. He does still have about a 10-second advantage. It was not what it once was, and now you're going to see he's going to actually do bottom route here. He's just going to damage boost past the gun bolts, and he's going to go bottom route. It is faster than going up top. One more damage boost there. Now he's got to be very careful on this jump. Oh, he chose not to go for it. And on to the Eagle fight. And this can, again, we're right back to the RNG section of the stage. These Eagle RNG can really determine what happens to both of our runners here. Eagle will hopefully remember what he did last run. Arius got a combined total of about 14 dives from Eagle, from both of the Eagle fights, but he does not get any this time. And now Bro, just starting the fight. Dashing under the tornado. And still a very good sequence for Bro. One more shot, and neither of our runners get dives. Very, very good for both of our runners, but unfortunately the same RNG means that there is no time gain or time loss on the race. And now we get to the segment differentiation. Arius is going to Elephant, well, Mammoth, and Bro is going to Mandrill. Mandrill, who was monkeying around last run for Arius, hopefully will not do so this time to either one of our runners. I do believe Arius got like 5 Tyson punches in last race, and that was extremely annoying, but he was able to deal with it very well. And back out with the tornadoes, and you can kind of see what we were talking about last run just a little bit, how you have a little bit of a pause, but very, very easy to work your way through. And now, oh, he got an early... Oh, but he's able to deal with it very nicely. And Slimer bouncing up and down for him, but nicely executed fight there by Bro. And now Arius getting the dash jump, and he's getting the tornadoes. Should be an easy double hit, but he did miss that one. Actually, he's missed 2 double hits now, but he's able to take out Mammoth very nicely. And now upward to the heart. Done very well there. Well, he got trolled by his own boomerang for a second. And makes it through the hallway and in the fight. Arius is now starting the Mandrill section as well. He's going to be going through this entire stage with tornadoes just the way that Bro did. Bro getting a couple of jumps, but the jumps don't matter. The ones that you want to try to avoid if possible is the punches, because he can dash right, just like he did there, dashing right through the ice shot. He still had invincibility frames when he hit it, so no freeze. But now Arius onto the Thunder Slimer fight. And he gets a very good pattern there again with his boomerangs and his Sea Sting. Just taking out the Slimer. Now he moves on to the next hallway. And Bro on his way to Dillo. And this is about what we saw last time. Pretty much the same time sequencing and everything from last race. Arius does enjoy roughly about a 15-second lead at this moment, but we will not really be able to determine their time differentials until we get to the end of the 8-map section. So, Arius starting his boss fight. Gets the initial freeze, and now he starts his pattern sequence. This is a much better... Oh, he does get a punch there, but it wasn't that bad because he was able to get the freeze off of it. Now onward to the Dillo fight. You see he's going to... Oh! Very clutch movement by Bro there. He bonked into the bird and was able to fall directly back on to the cart. Very, very clutch moment there, as that would have been a catastrophic error. Dillo breaks out of his rolls, and now Dillo, no armor, no shields. One more hit left, and he's able to get it off. Very nicely done there by Bro. And now Arius. Heading through the shaft section, onward to the second cart. As Bro moves his way to the octopus station. And the octopus section is fairly straightforward. You've got about 3 mini boss fights, and then you have the actual boss fight. It kind of is reminiscent of a Sigma Fortress stage in the fact that you basically have a bunch of small little boss fights going into a major boss fight. Coming up to the second angler here, and Arius getting the same pattern that Bro did. And Arius takes him down very nicely. And so now the third mini boss fight has been taken care of by Bro, and he moves on to the Octo fight. And so with Octo here, we're going to see Bro in the first Octo fight actually did cut off Octopus's arms, but he chose not to in the second fight. Let's see if he does that this time. And he is going to do it again. So he is going to cut off Octo's arms. So that will mean that it's pretty much a similar fight. You only have to worry about his missiles now. You don't have to worry about his home and fishies or his energy drains. It does make it a much more consistent fight to deal with, and may make it a little bit more difficult depending on which runner you ask, but Bro prefers it, and Bro is very good at this fight. And now Arius moving on to the first angler. He's able to take that out very nicely. And now he's going to be moving on to his second angler fight. And he gets the second angler down as well. Now we're going to see where our runners are in comparisons to each other as they take out their respective bosses. Arius getting a very nice jump. Getting a very nice jump through the depth charges there. And oh, he actually missed the Udoboros kill. But he's able to get the backup kill, but it is a very, very slow fight now because of the lag. But moving into the octopus stage area now. Now, we know that he is not going to go in and cut off Octo's arms. It's going to be a straightforward fight, which means the ability for energy drains is available. Bro having some very difficult times on this external section, but he's able to get into the mammoth fight now, and there's the first energy drain there for Arius. That is roughly about a 3-second time loss for each energy drain that happens. But dead octopus there, 20-11 time for Arius for his 8 mavs. And now we focus over to Mammoth. It does look like he did miss a double hit there. He did get that second double hit. And 22-29 8 mavs for Bro. So it is roughly an 18-second time differential for the two of them, which, as we saw last run, can be absolutely meaningless going into the Sigma Fortress stages. And now for intentional damage taken. We're going to see they actually don't want to intentionally take too much damage, so that's why you see Arius killing the turtles with the tornadoes there. Takes out the Jamminger, dashes over to the wall, and now he's going to climb up, and he's going to take some damage from the Gunvolt in the corner to get himself down to the required 6 health. And on his way up, he's got to be very careful on this ladder, because if you touch the ground, you will spawn the cutscene, and that ruins the entire skip. But Arius able to do it very nicely, and now it's Bro's turn. Bro gets over, and he got it frame perfect. He actually did not fall when he made it through the door. And now Bro is on his way to the Vial fight, and this is really where it changed last run. Was the Vial through Kawanger. It was about a 1 second advantage for Arius, but that immediately became a 1 second advantage for Bro. Let's see if Arius is able to clean up his fight a little bit. And he's getting very good RNG. He's got 1 hit left. Very nicely done there by Arius. He did unfortunately get a grab, but very well done. And now Bro was actually able, he did get grabbed. He did take a little damage, but he did not miss any DPS output. So he will be able to take a small advantage through that boss fight. Has a minor time save. And now they get to the... Ooh, he takes a hit there. But now they get to the tower climb. And now in this tower climb, out of this tower climb, oh... It looks like Arius actually fell there. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. I think he might have been trying to get some health from the wall turrets. But that's going to cost him about 5 seconds. So now things are starting to become needled a little bit closer. Bro unfortunately did get a grab there. But Kawanger is now dead. And Kawanger is now dead for Bro as well. These two are now separated by a total of 3 seconds. Bringing out the ice, it does look like Arius may not have been too comfortable with his health, and Bro actually does get a full health drop, so Bro's going to be able to go in with a mental advantage, knowing that he has full health. He's able to make a little bit more mistakes. Arius goes in with the time advantage. And we saw Arius get some extremely troll spider fights last race. And Bro is actually the first one to get spiders this time. But he deals with that very nicely, but it costs him a hit. Arius, on the other hand, dealing with the spider patterns very, very well. He is now up 2 hits on Bro. Oh, and Spider with a little troll baby there at the end. And Spider is dead now. 2653 for Arius. And 1 more hit left now for Bro. And that's a 2704, so it's an 11-second differential going into Rangda 2. And so now, dashing his way through using the Sea Sting, and you actually see he gets to the penguin fight very nicely, and now Bro needs to get through the same hallway. Oh, he has a bit of a fall, but he's able to recover very nicely. And now the slides come out. 1 there, and he actually got too close to Penguin on that fire wave full charge. He's got a 3rd slide on that one. Four slides for Arius now, and that's going to be his 5th slide there. Whereas that's the 2nd slide for, well, this is the 3rd slide now. Alright, so 3 slides for Bro, 5 slides for Arius, and now they're going through the hallway. You see how impactful those slides are, though. Arius with a very interesting strat. I don't think I've seen any of the other runners in this tournament do this strat, but he actually does the rolling shield charge much earlier than other rolling shield charges are released. It's able to get him past all of the helicopters, past the mech guy, and into the Eagle fight very nicely. But Eagle is going to dive for Arius, and this is really a moment of RNG for both of our runners. Eagle is diving a lot for Arius. And now Eagle is going to go up for Bro, but Eagle is not going to dive for Bro. Bro getting 2 diveless eagles this run. And now back to even almost. Actually, we are even. Bro might even have a small advantage. The runners are touching the Rangda door at the same time. This is practically a tied race at this point. And now Rangda RNG becomes super, super important. A green eye for both of our runners. And they get a red eye on the second try. Actually, they get red eye bullets. Nose for Arius and a nose for Bro. One eye is dead now for Bro. Both eyes are dead now for Bro. Oh no, Arius fell into the spikes. He fell off the wall into the spikes, and now Bro takes a very, very big advantage into the third Sigma stage. And not only is that important, but it also means that Arius is now going to have to Buster only this fight. Oh no! And once again, Bro misses Dillo Skip. He was practicing Dillo Skip before the race started, and he was actually getting it pretty consistently. It might have been something that he was concerned about, though, because he has missed it twice at this point. And Arius has to be very careful. He cannot take any more hits, and he does. And Arius now dropping 2 lives to Rangda, and he only has this last life left, so he has to be very, very careful with his health. He cannot afford to take a game over here. And Bro starting the Chameleon fight now. Oh, well. TFA is now hosting Arius' stream with 4 viewers. Thank you for the host, TFA. Bro moving on to the Rangda fight. And Arius is actually going to play this safe now. He knows what he has in his health tank. But he wants to make sure that he does not kill the nose before he kills the rest of the... Gotta be very careful in these dodges, though. 1 hit left. And Rangda is dead. Oh, clinch release now. Mandrill is also dead for Bro. But Arius is going to be able to move on to the rest of the game. And we should see here, are we going to see Bro switch to cutting off the arms? He is not going to cut off the arms again. So now Arius misses Dillo Skip, and that is super, super unfortunate for him. He is going to be able to get a short roll pattern, so that is good news for him. And now he's going to be able to take him out very quickly. So, Bro moving his way through the section. Arius takes out Dillo. And now... Oh, he misses the weapon swap there. But he's able to get it out this time. So, one thing to keep in mind is, even though Bro is still in a very, very good position here, in reference to other time elements. Even though he did have an unfortunate death, he does still have something to race for. Bringing this to a game 3. And now Bro on the D-Rex fight, taking out the first 3 hits very nicely. But he does have to be careful around the wall, because when D-Rex smashes into the wall there, he can fall off if he's on it. And 2 more hits left for D-Rex. And, oh, I thought X died there when the D-Rex chomp came down, but D-Rex was actually the one that died. And Bro taking a lead into the final stage. Arius taking out Mandrill very nicely there. And unfortunately, Arius gets grabbed by the fishes. He's mashing his way out of their mouths and onto the octopus fight. Oh, very laggy section there at the start of the octo fight for Arius, but he seems to have it well in hand. He does get a tornado, but Doggy on the other screen is dead, and now he moves on to the Jedi Sigma fight. Arius, with 1 health left, takes out Octopus. And Jedi Sigma now. This is a very timing fight, but Bro displayed very good timing on his last run. He does have somewhat of a modified fight, but he's able to get him on the wall where he needs him, and he hasn't really missed any hits yet. Is that 1? He's got 2 more hits left to go. Final hit, and Jedi Sigma is down. Arius taking care of the big elephant, throwing him into a tornado. That is not the way I would ever want to die. I would never want to get hit in the face by a tornado throwing an elephant at me. Of all the ways that I can think of dying, getting hit in the face by an elephant during a tornado is not one of them. But now Bro, he's got to be very careful here. He only has 2 health to his name. But he gets back onto the top of the claw. He's got 20 health left in his name, but he's got to be very careful. These claws and the lightning are tag teaming him, but he does have the armor still. 3 hits to go, 2 hits for Bro, 1 more hit left, and he's done it! Bro with a very clutch rolling shield at the end there, and this is 1 game to 1. Arius now looking to finish off the last Sigma fight. GG to Bro, and we're gonna look forward to game 3, but before we do that, Arius has to defeat the Reploids. I cannot. Bro was probably 1 pixel away from dying. He could not have cut that jump any closer. Now Arius starting the dog fight. Dog's giving him a very good pattern. When you ever have Dog just sit there and spam his projectiles at you, you can just stand right in front of him and wail away with the ice. That's exactly what Arius did there. Now moving on to Jedi Sigma. Arius also displayed very good timing on this. And this brings me back to Arius having that modified fight where he stays on the wall but sends Sigma back down. It can create a timing discrepancy, and you've seen him miss a couple of shots, but if it's a comfort to you, keep doing with your comfort. It's actually a very, very good strategy. He stays far away from Jedi for the most part of the fight. But now moving on to Jedi's Velgarder Sigma fight. 16 shots away from saving the world from Reploid. And he has a bad pattern there, but Uber Driver Claw comes to pick him up, and now he's well on his way to finishing the fight. 3 lightning bolts in a row there, and this is going to be 4. Left Claw is not having any of our crap today, and now the right Claw wants to slap him around too. Arius, one of the best at dealing with these situations, and he actually does bash into Sigma's face, but he fortunately had enough health to live. And 39-38, and Bro takes game 2 of this best of 3 segments. And now, super important moment as our runners take a small little break before game 3. But ladies and gentlemen, we have game 3 coming up in just a few moments. Get your fire waves out, get your hypes out, and we will be starting shortly after these words from our sponsors. It does look like we are ready to begin race number 3. Both of our runners are on the start screen. And it looks like Bro had to take a moment to make sure his dash button was on the correct input. That would have been absolutely catastrophic if his dash button was on the wrong button. But he makes sure that it's not. Arius is ready to go, just waiting on Speedruns Live to tell them to start. We're going to take this time to give a couple of shout outs to speedgaming.com for hosting this tournament for us, the administration team for allowing us to represent our community in the finest way. I do want to give a quick shout out to my partner, Mythical9, for restreaming this race. And it does look like the race bot is ready to go. So now our runners on the start page. And they are off. Final race of the game. Final race of the day. arious13 on the right screen. Bro on the left screen. And this is race number 3 of the best of 3 segment. Going through the intro stage, Bro actually has a very good first gun vault sequence there. Doesn't take any damage, and that might spell good things for him as he has struggled with that gun vault for the entire series of this race. Arius actually gets a passive B on the first shot. Bro gets a machine gun B. And so Arius is now going to have to be very careful. He doesn't need to be careful anymore. He just picked up some health. So Bro gets missiles. And now a turret. He's got to get through there, and he does so very nicely. So, Bro, with 3 health to his name, he'll be able to get to the vials section very, very nicely. And Arius is going to have to take a little bit of time out of his day to bonk some cars, bonk some bees, maybe running to a Jamminger on purpose. Now he's going to have to take a lot of damage because he just picked up another health drop. So, it does look like Arius is opting for the Taz car strat. And he gets it very nicely. Now he's got to get to the right car and just hold left. Allow yourself to take some damage. One more hit, and he's got it. Alright, so now he's got himself to the perfect health. And Bro, very nice intros. Actually, these are going to be very, very good intros for both of our runners in this final race of the day. 206 versus a 204. So Arius does take a 2-second advantage into the Penguin section. And once we get to the Penguin section, we will be reminded again that Christmas is right around the corner, so be sure to get your loved ones some amazing toys from ToysRUs.com. And now the Penguin stage starts off. And taking out the bunny rabbits because Arius just isn't having any of that crap. And it does look like Bro is going to take out the bunny rabbits too. As we discussed, it is not Easter, it is still Christmas, so we don't need any of that. So, getting into the cave now, going through the bats and the spikes. On to the slope jumps, both of our runners nailing them. And this is actually really exciting to watch as some of the strategies that our runners have failed in games 1 and 2, they have absolutely nailed in game 3 here, and still right next to each other as we have a capsule exit time of 33:50 for Arius and a capsule exit time of 3:53 for Bro. Getting through the flamingo section very nicely, and now out of the cave into the mech. And heading on their way to the penguin fight. And this could be where a time swap or time improvement could happen for both of our runners as they touch the door. 429 for Arius, 432. They have had this entire level at a 3-second differential. But now the penguin comes. 1 slide for Arius, 1 slide for Bro. They both get ice penguins. And now they both get slides in the same manner. Let's see if Bro gets a jump. He does not. He gets ice penguins again. He does get a jump there. A slide for Bro. Another slide for Bro. And Arius having maybe a bit of an advantage on the penguin RNG. 1 more hit away. And that is a 508 kill for Arius versus a 510 kill for Bro. So that is now a 2-second differential. Moving on to the Kwanger stage. The Kwanger stage is a very simple stage, and Arius just accidentally selected the wrong stage. So this is going to give Bro now probably about a 6 to 8 second advantage going into Kwanger stage. And as we talked about last frame, this Kwanger stage, very important stage. Bro actually had a very, very crucial death on the Kwanger stage earlier in the second race. The vertical portion, not exactly a challenge to either of our runners, and now Turtle Skip comes up, and this is where Bro really takes his time. So Arius has the advantage to catch up a little bit on Turtle Skip, but he chooses to take his time as well, playing it nice and safe. And now moving on to the elevator. Both of our runners take the damage boost on the elevator and get as close to the right wall as they can. That way they can pass through that undercarriage that you saw Bro go under without any problems. And now we move on to the ladder gadders. Bro going through with charged blue shot, whereas Arius prefers the ice shot. Arius gets that one, but Bro actually falls off the ladder there. That is really going to change the way that this fourth ladder yadder fight goes. But he does manage to get to the top of it, and now our runners are again frame to frame next to each other as they dash through the intersection of the tower climb. Bro does have a small discrepancy in his tower climb, and that's going to allow Arius to take a 2-second advantage back into the Kwanger fight. And so basically his wrong stage selection has absolutely no effect on the outcome of this. Well, it could still, I suppose, but we'll just pretend it doesn't happen because the time advantage is back to where it was. Both of them not being able to get, and now Bro has to actually be very cognizant of his health here as dashing around, taking the green shots, and now Bro should be in the position where he can stand still, but he gets grabbed, and Bro, just like game 2, takes a death, and this time it is in a crucial situation as he was 3 shots away from killing Kwanger. Arius takes a massive advantage into the chameleon section. And this has got to be somewhat heart-wrenching for Bro, as now he's able to land the dance in a very good fashion. One more blue shot, and Kwanger is dead, but not before the damage has been done to Bro. However, if patterns repeat itself and history always does, let's remember, Bro was the one that won game 2. Bro was the one who died to Kwanger on game 2. Bro had a deathless run in game 1 and lost. So this may not be the end of the line for Bro. Anything can happen in a race. Anything can happen in any percent. RT55J is dead. For Arius, he is going to be able to pick up his armor now. And Bro moving over to the fight. And he's going to start with the Buster section and then switch to Boomerangs, whereas Arius switched from Boomerangs to Buster. And it is actually said by many runners that if you do the Buster section first perfectly, it is actually about a half a second faster than the Boomerang section. And it does look like Bro has a very good Buster section, and so he might be able to land that half second that has been discussed before. And you see Arius there, he turned back to grab an ammo portion, so he's not going to have any ammo discrepancies on Chameleon Fight. And Bro, moving along. It is nice that he doesn't have to deal with the falling rocks now. He was fortunately able to go upstairs, bang on his neighbor's door, and say, "Hey, stop jumping around up there." So the neighbor, being a kind neighbor, decided to stop. And now, Chameleon Fight for Arius. And Chameleon is dead. Very nicely done. Bro gets into the section again. he's headed to the swamp. And on his way to the chameleon fight. An 11:03 split for Arius, and now we'll see where this is going to put BroedgeMan at. Gets the first boomerang to count, and now he starts his vat, and it actually looks like he's missing a boomerang again, so this is going to be, he had this same problem last time, and now it looks like he's actually going to fight him with the ice this time. BroedgeMan losing more time. He's got 1 health left, does the chameleon. And chameleon is dead. So now Arius working his way through the platform section of Eagle. Oh, he had to double check himself on that platform jump, but he's able to make it past. And now this is a 12:06 time for Bro. Arius enjoys approximately a 1-minute lead. Oh, he had to double check himself on that platform as well. But Arius making it to the Eagle fight. And now if he's able to get a good Eagle fight here, he will really have a firm grasp on this section. Arius getting some dives though. But he didn't get too many of them, so he makes it out of the Eagle fight. He really has a firm grasp on this, going to the Mammoth stage now. This is really where our route differentiation is going to take place, as next stage for Bro is going to be the Mandrill section. And next set for Arius is going to be Mammoth. I guess it doesn't really matter, they both start with M. And now we look at Bro's screen. He's starting the Eagle fight. And Eagle was very kind to Bro last run. He did not get any dives on either of his Eagle fights, and he does not get a dive on this Eagle fight as well. So that is 3 consecutive Eagles in which Bro has not gotten a dive. Hopefully that does not spell disaster for him in Sigma 2. Very good dodge of the ball and chain by Arius there, and now Bro heading over to the Mandrill section. Arius moving on to the Mammoth fight, and he has a very comfortable lead right now, but this is a speed run, this is a race, there's a lot of things that can happen in this section. Bro going through the initial hallway. The Hatarians are not a problem, the Flamingles are not a problem, and now onto the Thunder Slimer fight he goes. 5 tornadoes will be able to take out Thunder Slimer. That's number 3. The good thing about these tornadoes is that it also kills the bubbles. And Thunder Slimer is now dead. Very nicely done by Bro. Arius hot on his heels, but he does have a time advantage. So now he's going through this section with the tornadoes, and now he goes through the Hatarian hallway. That's what we're going to call that from now on. That has a good ring to it. He has a dodge on that Hatarian right there, jumps over the last Flamingo, and now he goes to the Thunder Slimer fight. And just like we've seen in every one of his races so far. The boomerangs to the chameleon stings, and Thunder Slimer is now dead. Mandrill section next up for Bro, as very nicely done there, and now getting the heart. Mandrill hasn't really punched at Bro, and he's not going to either. Bro shutting down the Mandrill, and now Arius trying to repeat the RNG that Bro got. Next up for BroedgeMan is the Armadillo section. And Arius does get a punch, but the punch doesn't spell disaster for him. That second one does, though. The third one does not, because he's still able to get the freeze down. He's got to be very careful here. He's not able to get to the center of the room, but that won't cost too much time. So now BroedgeMan skipping the Phantom Grab. We will be seeing him get the Dillo Heart later on in the run, though. Dashes to the second, and now on his way. BroedgeMan riding the cart like a boss, sliding down in front of the mold there, and that is a very, very scary fall, no matter how many times you do it. Arius chooses not to go for Phantom Grab either, so we will not be seeing a Phantom Grab attempt in this run, in this race, as they dash their way through, or in Bro. Oh no, Bro fell off the cart. He jumped too soon. And BroedgeMan in this last race, after getting so much momentum, has a very, very pair of deaths, and we actually saw him get extremely lucky in the last race. He ran into the bird. He did not get so lucky this time. And now Dillo fight for Bro, but he has to find something in these next few stages, or Arius will take game 3. And Dillo not being exactly friendly. And Arius with the good Dillo pattern. Dillo is dead for Bro. Arius with the God tier RNG from Dillo, and he takes him out as well. Both of these runners will be moving on to the Octo stage now, but BroedgeMan does still have Mammoth section to take out. Getting full health there from that Amen Hopper. And now BroedgeMan moving on to his first miniature boss fight, the first Angler here. And he takes him out with no problems. And now the Angler for Arius. And Arius is able to take him out with no discrepancies as well. So now the second Angler is where you can have a discrepancy. You have the ability to dash into the spikes. BroedgeMan takes care of that no problem, and now Arius is also able to get through it very nicely. Onward to the Uto-Boros fight. Oh, that was an early tornado for... There's the good tornado timing, and Uto is now dead. Arius looking to do the same thing, and he's able to take out Uto as well. And now onward to the Octo fight. We do know here from past experience that Arius will not cut off the arms, but Bro is actually going to. Bro fires the first shot, he switches to boomerangs, and now here comes the tentacles. They're gone, and Bro is very, very good at this fight at this point. The armor reduction is very nice to have, and Bro takes him out, and Arius also gets 0 tornadoes from Octopus. So Arius with the time advantage in that regards. So Arius on his way to Sigma Fortress, and BroedgeMan on his way to the Flame Mammoth section to finish off the last 8 mavs before. So now you will see on Arius' screen he will be taking the damage necessary to... He's actually taking a lot of damage here. It's more than he's taken so far. BroedgeMan making his way through the miners with the Sea Sting, and on his way to the second conveyor belt section. He is killing the Uto heads there with the ice, as you saw, mainly to farm his E-tank up. And now he's on his way to the Mammoth fight. Arius so far with a good Vile skip. He gets the rolling shield out. And now he just needs... Oh, he's too far forward though, so now Vile's going to grab him and put him back in place. That is done. Let's hope that that doesn't have any higher problems. And it does not look like it did. So now the Vile fight is next. Very good Mammoth fight there for Bro. It was a 21:44 time 8 mav split versus a 23:38 mav split for BroedgeMan. So roughly a minute and 45 seconds are differential between our runners. And now on to Fortress Stage 1. And Arius. Rest in peace for the final time for Arius to 0. Very good climb there for Bro. And now he's going to start his damage taking. And Arius is able to get the climb down just right. And now he moves on. I think Bro actually has more than 6 health. I'm not sure, I can't see it, but I think he actually has 7 health. We will find out. But that could be a major, major issue going into the Vile skip. Kwanger actually did grab Arius, but the homing torpedo saved his life. And did he miss the skip? Oh, no. You cannot get the cutscene skip when you have too much health, and that's what happened there. So now Arius moving on to the spider fight. And he was able to put together a really good Spider last run. Let's see if he can repeat his performance. That's a really bad pattern by Spider, but Arius is able to deal with it very nicely. And now here come the baby hatchlings. And Arius actually chooses to kill the hatchlings when they come out. Very good pattern there, and Vile is now dead for BroedgeMan. Arius's comfort is now gaining momentum as he gets to the end of this spider fight. He's only had one pair of hatchlings, but he is reading these patterns like a magician. 2 health left now for Spider, and he's going to be able to take him out with a pink charge, but he fired his lemon too soon. One more time, and Spider is now dead. So now Kowanger filling up his health bar, and now BroedgeMan taking out the beetle. Getting some revenge on his death earlier. He does take an unfortunate hit there, but now Arius taking his time, going through the flamingo and the bat section. This actually has the potential to be an extremely laggy section that Arius went through, but he's able to get through with the proper lag reduction. And BroedgeMan picking up health, picking up a charge for the E-Tank, and now he's on his way to the spider fight as well. Penguin now slides for days. His 3rd slide that Arius has received. And now BroedgeMan. And Arius finishes him off with his last bit of ammo in the fire wave. BroedgeMan missed a shot. Rides it across, reminding himself that he needs to get closer. Ooh. Arius almost dashed into the pit there. That would have not been friendly. And now he's going up. This climb is a little bit different from his. He didn't release his rolling shield the way he normally did. One more hit left for BroedgeMan now on the spider. And this was a... Oh, he misread that pattern. And this is a very bad pattern. It's extremely slow when you have a 5-prop pattern. But BroedgeMan taking him out like a magician. And now it looks like Eagle's going to be diving for Arius. 3 dives so far. That's number 4. That's number 5. Number 6 now. He doesn't dive the 7th time. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Alright. 6 dives for Arius at that point. And now onward to the ring to fight. And the ring to fight was really the first hiccup that Arius had in his runs that allowed for BroedgeMan to get back into the race. Will he be able to clean that up? A very crucial fight here for Arius. And now BroedgeMan. There's the first dive BroedgeMan's gonna get. Oh, he misses the pattern. 2nd dive now. And he only got 2 dives on the penguin. But Rangda, being somewhat of a pain. Oh, he fell. He had iframes though, but he's got to be very careful with his health. He only has... Well, he's going to use his E-Tank now. Very wise decision for him. But he's got to be very careful now. And... Alright. So he does burn his E-Tank. That is important to note that his E-Tank is now gone, but he does keep his advantage. That could have been extremely, extremely scary. But now BroedgeMan, as we talked about, and we're not going to talk about it again because I'm not going to have chat yelling at me, to the eagle fight. And it looks like the chat's going to start yelling at me now. So 1 dive for Bro, 2 dives for Bro, 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7. He gets the 50-50 shot, and that was very nice. 7 dives. Arius was able to get Dillo skip in that time, and now he's moving his way over to the chameleon fight. Chameleon, no problem for Arius. A red eye and to a green eye into a blue eye. Left eye is down. I do believe that he got 3 hits off. on the nose. One more hit for this red eye, and now that eye is dead. He did get 3 hits off on the nose. So Mandrill stages next. And this is really going to be the next test for Bro. He missed Dillo Skip in race 1. He missed Dillo Skip in race 2. If there is ever a time for BroedgeMan to get Dillo Skip, he needs to get it now. He cannot afford to lose 50 more seconds at this point. And missing Dillo Skip in any percent is roughly a 50-second time loss. Take his time. Get this thing, and very nicely done. Now he's able to bypass Dillo Skip on his way to the Chameleon fight. Arius taking out Octo. Octo giving him, I wouldn't necessarily say that's a bad pattern, but man, is that extremely laggy to be dealing with. And Dillo is now dead. Arius maintains his advantage going to the main mammoth section. He is going to choose to take the health at the top of the spike section. He does not get the ammo jump though. Now on to the mammoth fight. Very straightforward fight. He unfortunately shoots an electric spark at him. Electric spark is not his weakness. It is tornado. Now he pulls out the correct weapon, gets the double hits, and that is a dead elephant. One more hit on Mandrill, and Mandrill is now dead as well. On to the D-Rex fight for Arius. 4 boss fights separate him now from victory. Boomerang cutters are out. Arius taking care of this boss very nicely the first 2 times. He's got 2 hits left. Oh, he misses on that one. One more hit. Oh, he just clipped his ear. What a horrible way to go when you die by getting your ear cut off. Van Gogh-esque. And that's the second whirlpool. So Arius looking to finish off his run. Very, very good run so far for Arius. And Bro is going to choose the health skip as Arius makes his way on to the Velgarder wolf fight. Oh, he takes a little bit of damage there. You want to try and take as little damage as possible from this dog. This dog is not very damaging, but it can cost you in the long run because now Arius is at 10 health for the Wolf Sigma fight. This is where things could become interesting. Very, as we talked about, he's got a very good timing pattern on the Jedi fight. He also has a very noticeable modified fight in which he stays in the top left corner and just kind of manipulates his movement to get Jedi Sigma to go down. Oh, the chomp comes down, and just like that, Jedi Sigma is down, D-Rex is down. And as we did talk about, Arius does not have any more E-Tanks left. If he takes one hit from anything, it will be BroedgeMan's race. He will be back in it. No E-Tanks left. Uber Driver Claw comes down to pick him up, and now 16 shots away from victory here for Arius. Manipulating the lightning very well. He almost falls there, but saves it. And Arius now... Oh no, Arius slips off. And now BroedgeMan takes a noticeable advantage into the fight. And BroedgeMan does have E-Tanks. And just like we talked about, anything can happen in a race. BroedgeMan now in the driver's seat for this one. Jedi Sigma now for BroedgeMan. He also has very good timing on this fight. He did not miss a shot on that segment. I think he did miss that one. And BroedgeMan going into the Velgarder fight. He has 16 health available. And Velgarder dog is down. Now to the Jedi Sigma fight. But now, bad claws there. He takes 2 hits from the claws. Playing it safe. Oh, he's got to use his E-Tank now. Okay, he is now back up to full health. No more safeties available to him, except for his armor, but I don't really count that right now. This is a very, very damaging fight. And, oh, he's down to half health. Oh, he's down to 1 hit. No more hits. He cannot take another shot. 1 more, and BroedgeMan has come from certain death to take Game 3. GG to BroedgeMan. He really kept his poise in the time of darkness. And now, Arius taking a lot of health there, and he takes a death. And very, very unfortunate situation, and it does look like Arius will .ff the final segment. GG to both of our runners. Amazing, amazing races. Very, very wonderful to commentate. I hope it was as wonderful for you guys to watch. But let's see if any of our runners would like to join us for interviews.
Hello.
Hello, Arius. Thank you for joining us. I'm waiting real quick to see if BroedgeMan would like to join us as well.
Hello?
Hello,
Can you hear me?
BroedgeMan. Congratulations on your victory.
Oh, thanks.
I do have a couple of questions for you to start with. Your Dillo
Sure.
skips. You had a clutch one there in race 3, but your Dillo skips were really off. Did you see any reason why you were missing Dillo skips at all?
It's probably because I started the fire way too late, so I got hit by the turtle. And that probably threw me off both times.
Yeah, your timing. Okay.
Yeah.
Kowanger was also giving you a bit of problems there.
That's always still a problem for me. I run this game for about 3 weeks now, and I still have to get used to that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but I want to say race 1 was an absolutely amazing race to watch. Both of you, I'm not sure if you realized it or not, but both of you actually PB'd in race 1. Arias had like a 30-second PB. Bro, you had an 8-second PB as well. How do you guys feel about your PBs? I know you'll probably still have a lot of improvement that you want to see yourself do, but to personal bests in front of 400 people, it's got to be a good feeling.
Well, PB is always a great feeling, so yeah. Even though I am still messed up Dillo skip in that one, so yeah, that's a big time save in the next round.
I was gonna PB again in the 3rd round, but that Sigma, that stupid hand got me. Oh.
Yeah, it was one thing that I did notice. It definitely seemed like for you, Arias, you didn't have really any problems going through the first race. It was a very close race altogether. I don't think any mistakes were made in either of the races. Race 2 was really where it started to see, were either of you feeling nerves in race 2 at all? Because it seemed like both of you were a bit uncomfortable with your movements, and it showed when the death count started piling up. Arias?
I'm just inconsistent. I've used to play 100% lots, but any percent is new to me, and I have only been playing for like probably just as long as my opponent was in terms of practicing any percent. I'm just inconsistent. It's okay. I'll get better.
It looked like maybe the E-tank that you used in the 3rd race against Rangda was maybe not necessary, but it was done out of safety instead of maybe out of confidence of your own skill. Would that be true?
Rangda killed me the last one. And it's not like I just did not want to die. Like,
right.
What a bummer. And like in the 2nd race, that Rangda death was brutal. I was pretty sure that ball was killed before I let go, and I guess.
Yeah, here's actually a very important thing to know about Rangda, especially in any percent, is that regardless of when you kill Rangda, you actually do still have the ability to die until the spikes explode. I have actually seen an individual, a person in my group has a highlight that he kills Rangda, and right before he killed Rangda, the Red Eye fired a couple of missiles. And after he killed Rangda, probably about a second after he killed Rangda, the missile hit him and killed him, and he had to do the whole fight over. I'm not sure if that's a glitch or if it was intended. I'm pretty sure that wasn't intended. But you can actually die at the end of the Rangda fight. So for both of you, for everybody watching, that is something to be very, very cognizant of. Both of your Jedi fights, both of your Velgarder fights actually are very, very good. But we do have to start cutting it short because there is another tournament race. MM1 is starting soon. So I want to give a shout out to both of you for amazing race. Race 1, both of you PB'd. BroedgeMan, congratulations on your victory. It was a very, very come from behind victory in both races 2 and 3. But thank you to everybody for participating in the run. Thank you for Mythical for the restream. Anybody else have anything that they would like to say?
Thanks for the race, guys.
Yeah, thanks for organizing the tournament and restreaming it. I'm looking forward to watch these run again with commentary. And thanks a lot, Arias, for the great races.
Yeah, it was great, dude. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. All right. GG to both of our runners. Coming up next is Mega Man 1. You guys have a nice day. Sorry that I sang in the Penguin stage, but you guys have a nice day, and we will see you next time. Till then, bye-bye.